You become a restaurant owner if you love the restaurant business. Number one, you have to be sure about that. Number two, you need to make sure that you're capitalized fully. You have to have enough reserve cash to make sure that you can operate for at least 6 months without any money coming in that door. That is the leading cause for restaurant failure. Things pop up, you have no idea what's gonna happen. You can plan for things. It's kind of like no battle plan survives the opening shot, and it's the same deal in a restaurant. You have to make sure that you dot all the I's and cross the T's, making sure that you get all of your permits, all of your, sometimes there's a different permit for you to sell beer versus versus wine and spirits, and sometimes it can be tougher to just get your beer permit. You have to make sure that you're complying with all of the employee regulations. As far as if you're hiring anybody who is a minor, you have to make sure that you're complying with the work laws as far as that goes, the time that they can work and the number of hours per week. You want to make sure that you build as great a relationship as you can with your purveyors. When you start out a restaurant, typically you're on a cash on delivery, and that can be quite tough for a lot of people, especially the first couple of orders, because you're just getting, you're getting things rolling up. Those would be quite expensive. You want to try to work out good terms with them, say 210 net 20 or 210 net 30 even, where you, if you pay within 10 days, you get a 2% break, but then your full payment's due at the end of, say, the 20 days or the 30 days, which is tough to get. Most places start off about 2 weeks. You want to make sure that your staff is trained fully before you open the doors. I know that people tend to try to push out. They'll pick a date, which they shouldn't do, and say we're going to be open on this day. And I can understand with the pressures of rent being due and all the money going out and wanting to get the money coming in. It is so important that you get your staff fully trained, front of the house and back of house, and have some soft events, have some friends and family, have some invite-only type of events to try to work through the kinks, so that when you do open the doors to the public and Joe Schmo coming off the street who doesn't know you from anybody, who's not going to cut you any slack just because you've only been open a couple of weeks, you better be on game when it's time for them to open up.